Hi guys, today I want to do my project polish finale. This is taking me forever. Well, my last update was about 2.5 months ago, and to be honest with you, I was doing not great with this project. I was not inspired by it, and I just didn't want to paint my nails basically. And when I did not want to go for repeating colors, and I just wanted something quick and easy, so I wasn't doing any even like nail combos. Of course, definitely not nail art, but I didn't even want to be bothered to put a glitter top coat on things. So that really made things pretty difficult for me. So I just kind of steered away from my project polishes for the past 2 months-ish, and I just didn't really think I have good progress to show you. So I skipped it until now, and I figured I might as well just do the finale, show you where I am at with the polishes I still have left in this project, and also show you what I have finished throughout the year. If you remembered, at the end of September, I had only 3 polishes left, which are those 3. And I was talking to you guys that I think the Essie polish is just a little bit too light for me, way too summery, and I wouldn't be feeling the color, or I wouldn't want to use it anymore. This is in the color in the Cabana, and you can see some of my previous project progress marks. So that's where I started, and a few updates later I was down there. So I really just didn't want to use it anymore, and I was so done and tired with the color. This color slightly stained my nails. It was a 1-coater, but it kind of slightly stained, so I was okay with it because I always have some sort of nail polish on. But if you're gonna use it, just be aware. I didn't want to use it, so I came up with a way to kind of mix it a little bit, because you can see this bottle is completely empty now. There's nothing left in there because I mixed it with a different color. This one is from Square Hue. The color is called Patty's Pint. This one is a really deep foresty green color, shimmery. I am about down here now, so just you have an idea how much of each polish I used. So I used all the rest of the Essie and a little bit of the Square Hue polish. This is what it looks like now. You can see, I'll put it in the middle. You can see the color, so it's kind of like a mixture between those two. And I think this color is just a lot more fall appropriate, and I was a lot more inspired by it. I was willing to use it a little bit more, of course. So after I mixed everything in there, I was about up there. And this is where I am now. I used about half of this. Inside of it, it has 2 mixing balls to begin with, and also I dumped the 2 mixing balls from the Essie bottle in here too. So all of this, like down here, you have to take out the 4 mixing ball. And last time I was painting my nails with it, I had a real hard time. I was just not really getting any color out of it anymore. I feel the brush was getting a little dry, so I know there isn't much left in there. If I really try, I would be willing to bet there's only like 1 or 2 manicures left in here. It's just unfortunate I didn't finish it completely, but I'm very close. Like I said, I didn't do anything with my nails at all. Like when I used my polishes, I just painted them. I didn't do dotted cures, I didn't use glitter toppers, I didn't do anything fancy. So I'm just gonna show you the progress on the polishes that I have now. This one is from Mace Polish. The color is Duds 005. It was a prototype, but I think the color was beautiful. It looks like I used it a little bit more this time, but keep in mind that this is 2.5 month progress. And when I started, it was a brand new bottle, first update, second update, and this is where I am now. I'm about halfway done, and I am getting really tired of it. Just about any color, like about halfway, I just can't deal with it anymore. So I'm gonna put it away for a little bit just because this project has ended, and I probably will come back to it maybe next fall-ish. The last polish I had in the project was from Color Club. The color is called Jack and Jill. Actually, this color is the only one that I didn't feel so tired of, surprisingly. It's a kind of hot pink color. It has a pretty strong shimmer. It's gorgeous, and the formula is great. It has almost like a jelly looking finish at the end. It's a little squishy. It's really pretty, and I got it for $1 from transdesign.com. You can't beat that. And those are my progress marks. I think I started the bottle new, and that was 1st, 2nd, 3rd, and 4th update, which is where I am now. So I didn't use it a ton though. I think mainly because when I go to work, I don't want to wear something hot pink. So I could only use it on the weekends or on my toes, even though I do still enjoy the color, but I can't use it as often. So that way, you know, even though it's been 2.5 months, I didn't use it a whole lot. So I want to show you my color wheel. This is my wheel for the year, and I only have one empty slot, and it's kind of sad that I didn't get to fill it, but I think it's fine. I really slowed down since kind of like mid-September when I started working, but I did terrific at the beginning of the year. So most of those are finished before September, and if I tried harder like in the last 2 or 3 months, I would have gone beyond this one wheel, I feel, but it is what it is. It's fine. I'm gonna go down the line and show you all the polishes I was able to finish, and it does feel really good to look at one wheel that's, you know, almost all finished. So let's start from here. I had quite a few neutral shades. The first 2 are both from Ginger and Liz. They came from a set, and they are the Skinnies line. I don't think the brand consider those minis, they're just the Skinnies. And the colors I have here, one is Queen Bee, one is Icing on the Cake. So Icing on the Cake here is just a chunky silver metallic glitter topper, you can tell from there. This is all gone, and I got pretty tired of it. I thought I wanted to see how it's like to pen a glitter topper. It was fine, but I kind of didn't enjoy it all that much. Even though next year I do still want to pen another glitter topper, I just feel it's something different and it's easy to work into the rotation. And the next one is Queen Bee. Like I said, this one is a kind of golden colored sand finished polish, or you know, the texture finish. This one is quite textured. This one is definitely more texture compared to say OPI liquid sand or pixie dust from Zoya. I'm not crazy about texture polishes. I don't like the texture on my nails, but because it's textured, usually those polishes go away really fast. So this one went by really fast, so I didn't mind it that much. You can see it only took me 3 updates, and this one is all gone. It's a good one. I'm fine with it. And the next one is a full-size bottle from Zoya. This one is in the color Beth. So maybe you could tell this one is a pretty neutral color. You can see from the color wheel right here. It's a shimmery, kind of slightly metallic neutral color. Under comparison to some similar shades, you can see a slight bit of a cool tone in it, almost leaning a little pink or purple. I think I liked it for the longest time, but at the end it was a little tiring just because it's a neutral. There's nothing too special to it. And you can see my progress marks. I definitely slowed down towards the end just because, you know, I start to feel tired of it. And then I have a silver linear hollow. This one is from L'Oreal. Even though my bottle looks pink now, I will explain in a little bit. This one was originally, like I said, a silver linear hollow. The color is called Masked Affair. When it first came out, I'm sure everyone went crazy over it. Anyways, this is my progress. You can see I used it pretty consistent at the beginning and liked it, but at the end I got really tired of it because again, it was just a plain old silver linear hollow. I just can't deal with it anymore. So I mixed some pink in it. That's why the bottle turned pink, and I was able to use it so much faster after that. And I actually painted this slot as the mixture. So this is what it looks like after I dumped some pink in there. I don't know why the bottle turned so pink though, but you can see that color is a little bit still on the nudie pink side. Anyways, let's go back here. So the next one we have is a kind of metallic, deeper blue shade. This one is also from Zoya, and the color is called Estelle. This one is beautiful. It's such a good color, and you can tell that I used it pretty consistent too, and I was able to finish it I think maybe in May or in June. So that was right on time because by then the weather has heated up quite a bit and this color just felt a little bit too deep for the season. And then next we have a kind of scatter hollow. This is more like a scatter hollowed magenta pink color. This one I loved. I wish it lasted longer. Like, I never had a day that I felt tired of it. That's just crazy. This one is from Whim. This brand was sold at Ulta for the longest time. I don't think it's available there anymore, and it's just beautiful. This color is so gorgeous. I loved it from the beginning to end, and I finished it really quick just because how much I liked it. Next, I had a pretty vibrant almost like a red color, but it's slightly lighter than red. I would still call it a pink. This one is from Julep, and the color is called Ann. At the beginning, I really didn't care for it. I finished it pretty quickly just because it's Julep and it doesn't take much for me to finish a Julep, but I wasn't too impressed with it. Ironically, when I finished it, I think it was like during April or May. It wasn't like too hot yet, but in the summer I got a very similar color and I loved it. I think maybe it was only the season too, like in the spring I just wasn't really feeling a color this vibrant. And then the next one I finished is a metallic silver color. This one is also from Julep. I don't know why my bottle turned funky though. Can you tell? It's really gross. It looks nothing like the color here anymore. The color, oh, I lost the sticker. I will put it on the screen. Yeah, this one took me a little bit longer than expected because I got a little tired of the color. It took me a few updates to finish. It got really thick at the end because metallic polishes usually are one coaters, but at the end it was so thick, it was really hard to work with, and it dried a little bit too fast, so it was a little patchy. So it wasn't the easiest to use at the end, I remember, but I'm glad that one is done too. And then you can see I kind of went to the springy mood. I added quite a few springy colors. The first one here is from Maybelline. It's a very light baby blue color and it's called Poolside. The color is gorgeous, but the formula is really not that great because it's really chunky. Like, it wouldn't self-level very easily, so it just doesn't look very smooth on the nails for some reason, and I usually have to use 4 coats. At the end, because it thickened up, I could get away with 3, but it's just kind of patchy. I always have to go with a lot of coats, so I went through it pretty fast just because 4 coats, I mean, you're gonna go through this thing. So that one is gone. I really like the color, really didn't care for the formula, and I'm sure I have many colors similar to this in my collection. The next one I was able to finish on the line here is from Deborah Lippmann. As a mini size in the color Flowers in Her Hair. This one is a baby mint color, I feel. I'm not the greatest with mint colors. I feel they just don't look that great on my nails. They make my hands look really pink, almost like lobstery like. So yeah, lesson learned, but I had this bottle, I wanted to finish it. You can see that I only had 2 marks on there. Actually, what I did is I mixed the rest of this. Remember, this is Zoya Estelle that I just showed you. You can see the last mark here and the last mark here, so I just dumped those 2 bottles, the 2 colors together, and finished it that way. And the mixture of the color is actually in this bottle, and this is all finished. You can see it's more like a sky blue color, and I really enjoy that color. See in the middle. So because I was so tired of this and I was so tired of this, I mixed them, and I quite enjoy this sky blue color, and I used it pretty fast, so I was happy about that result. It's just a different way to use up things. So you can see that's actually the mixture. I painted over here so you can see what it looks like. All right, the next one now, I forgot to put a little cross mark on it obviously, but I finished that long ago. This one is a mini bottle from Zoya. It's in the color Leslie, and this one is a kind of lighter purplish lavender color with a pretty strong blue shimmer. I think before I got into indie polishes, this looked so unique. Right now, I don't like it as much because I go with a much longer nail look now. I used to have much shorter nails. I think with longer nails, this just looked a little bit too girly. It's not quite my taste. Regardless, you can see that at the beginning, I wasn't moving it down very quickly, and I think I eventually finished it in September. I felt the weather has cooled down and I was still struggling through a spring polish, so I really pushed myself to finish the rest of it, so that one is done too. All right, last two polishes now. I have a Julep again. This one is in the color Isabela. Gorgeous color, very similar to Pacific Blue from Sally Hansen, the original one. And I went through that pretty fast and it just looked gorgeous. The formula was great. I loved it all around. I finished that really quick actually. And then I have China Glaze Shell O. This one I tried to pan last year, and those are all of my marks from last year, and that's where I stopped. I just couldn't use it anymore. So this year I actually turned it around and marked it again and try to finish the rest of it. It's a little bit rubbed off. You can barely see it. So I didn't finish the whole bottle in this year. I just finished it, you know, the rest of it right there. But I'm gonna count this one into my current year empty, so that one is done too. All right, that's all of the colored nail polishes I was able to finish. Now I'm gonna show you all the top coats and base coats I finished this year. First, I have a giant bottle of top coat. This one is from Zoya. It's the Zoya Armor. I have to say I probably used about half of this bottle last year, so it wasn't completely used only in this year. But I love this topper. I think it's a really good one. I would totally repurchase when they run deals. Yeah, that's a really good one. And then I have my Naked Manicure system kind of thing from Zoya again. So I have the Glossy Seal, which is a top coat, and I have the Naked Base, which is the base coat. My bottle is a little stained from the outside. That's why it looked pink. But both of those are pretty good. They're not as glossy or as fast drying as the Armor. I mean the Glossy Seal, the top coat. I probably prefer Armor just a little bit more. Then I have a top coat from Night Owl Lacquer. This one is in, they called it Patient Not Required. It's a fast drying top coat. It's very similar to Seche Vite if you have used that. At the beginning it's great. About halfway done it started shrinking around my cuticle, which is my big no-no for Seche Vite too. I just hate that shrinking problem. It of course got a little bit more goopy at the end, but it wasn't like unusable. So I still had a little bit left, can you tell? But it's so thick I just didn't bother to fetch that out. And then I have a base coat from Glisten Glow. It's just called base coat. I liked it. It was a green color. I had a little bit left there too. It's a pretty good one. I enjoyed that. And then at the end I have a mini size Naked Manicure Perfector, the pink Perfector. I didn't finish it. You can see I still have a third of the bottle left, but it just got so goopy and kind of chunky too. I think it has just turned on me. I basically just use this as a base coat, so I decided it's not worth my time, so I just decided to toss that. But that's it, guys. Even though I didn't do all that good in the end, like the last 2-3 months, I think I did pretty well throughout the year, especially at the beginning. I wish I kept the momentum, but it just didn't happen. I'm thinking about what to do next year. I don't know. I don't know if I can get out of this not wanting to paint my nails type of mindset. So I'm a little hesitant if I want to do this project again next year, but maybe I will still do it, but just be a little bit more careful about how to pick my colors basically. Well, we'll talk about that in a different video. But yes, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, don't forget to give me a like and also subscribe to my channel. Thank you for watching. Bye.